Boris Johnson's departure. If not now, then when? My name is Mike Cashman. For more videos like this on the channel, Britannia Waives the Rules, please feel free to subscribe. So, Boris Johnson's departure. If not now, then when? There has been no great rush of public declarations of letters of no confidence to the 1922 committee, calling for a vote of no confidence in the Tory leadership. And there is a logic to this. Tory MPs are saying, I'm not submitting a letter of no confidence at the moment, but Boris Johnson can't lead us into the next election. Well, that gives them 2 years or so, because the next election has to happen by December 2024, assuming that we don't have a long-term Parliaments Act extending the tenure of the current Parliament. And the new leader needs some sort of time for a run-in. It's not a good look to say, well, we ditched the last person just a month or two before the election because we knew that our electoral chances were very limited with him in power. So, back to the question, if not now, then when? I actually do understand the rationale of not now. So, I'm not putting my letter in yet, maybe code for, well, let's have Boris Johnson take the caning from the local election results, which may or may not be dreadful for the Tories. There are electoral reasons why this may not be the worst year for them. But on the other hand, let's not underestimate the public dissatisfaction with Partygate, amongst other things. I mean, personally, I think the crony contracts are a more disgraceful event or series of events organised by this current government. But Partygate hits home more because it affects everybody. So many people were unable to see relatives, friends, family, in some cases dying friends and family, while Downing Street partied. So some, as I say, may be waiting for the local election results. There are also those who are probably saying, well, why make a move now? This is the first fixed penalty notice. It seems likely that there are going to be 3 more for Boris Johnson from events that he attended. The impact of each fixed penalty notice, while it's not necessarily a shock, will bring this news relentlessly back onto the front pages, back into Prime Minister's question times, and cause further damage to Boris Johnson. And so I expect that what we're going to see is a vote of no confidence in Boris Johnson as leader of the Tories sometime after the local elections. And in terms of timing, that sets up a leadership election over June and July, the opportunity, as with Boris Johnson, to bring in a new leader just before the parliamentary recess, to give them a little bit of a honeymoon period, at least from Prime Minister's question time, Prime Minister's questions, and then have a coronation of the new leader at the September party conference. To do that in 2022 and establish a new Prime Minister at this point, with a couple of years to go to the next general election, gives the new person a reasonable run-in. To do it a year later, because this is the kind of preferred time, to do it a year later is running it a bit fine, it could be argued. As to who the likely successors could be, I have talked about this before, but I will now make a separate video about that. So, if not now, then when? I suspect summer 2022, and that's actually, well, 2022 at any rate, is what I have predicted for some time to be the end of Boris Johnson's Prime Ministership. If you found that interesting, please subscribe to the channel. Britannia Waives the Rules. Thank you.